Hello, I am David W. Parker, and this is the Programming Today I Learned Immutable series, episode 6, continuing on with the iterable, and we are going to be covering sequence algorithms, side effects, and creating subsets today. So we are going to be using sequence here, kind of out of order here. Let's see what that logs out, just so you can see the 5 and the 11 are switched. ABC, deep 2, and deep as before. So let's go ahead and just kind of go through it. As before, we have these signatures here of the functions and then the returns as well. A few of these we're not going to use the actual sequence from above, so we can just show them off a little easier. So if we have this one that maps the values of x times 10 times that, you will see we have a and b at 10 and 20 instead of 1 and 2. Here we're going to go ahead and filter, and we're going to see anything that's modulus of divisible by 2. So we'll see that b and d, which are 2 and 4, are divisible by 2, equals 0. And then filtering not, divisible by 2 as well. So I'll have this right there. Reverse. As you'll notice, just real quick, a lot of these are things that you may be already using from Lodash or underscore or something like that. So this is just convenience methods for a lot of things that you may end up being able to get rid of those other libraries for and tighten up your app, possibly. So continuing on, we have reverse. So that just reverses the sequence. As you can see here, it's reversed. Sort. If you have a optional comparator, otherwise it uses less than and equals in, and you can see all that on the documentation. So if we sort it here, it's kind of actually what you end up seeing and expecting as the default above. And sortBy, you have a custom value comparator value mapper that you can actually add. It kind of goes in a little bit more detail of being able to sort by specific things and doing more complex types of sorting. So you should definitely check the docs for that. This one, group by, we're going to group by anything divisible by 2. Again, B and D. Side effects, we really only have one thing here. We're going to just show each, and we're going to say for each, we're going to see is it less than 3, then add, otherwise it's not. And basically, for anything that this is done on, that's how many count is. So if it's only done on 2 different things, or 3 different things, or 4 different things, that's what the count ends up being. And so it's interesting because this returns a number of items that have been affected. Creating subsets, again, a lot of things that you may already just use from JavaScript itself, or you may end up using from Lodash or Immutable. Slicing, this begins at, ends at optional numbers. So if we're slicing off the beginning of 2, we start at If we slice off from 2 to 4, we just grab those 2. If we do a negative number, we slice off from the end, I believe, or we slice off only the end to give it their own new. So we have the last 3 in there. Rest returns everything except for the first, very self-explanatory. And butLast returns everything but the last, also self-explanatory. Skip allows you to start from a specific number and start there. So here we're going to start the second one. Second meaning second to the next 0, 1, 2, or just skipping the first 2. Same with skipLast, but going from the reverse side. So this is going to skip the last 2. skipWhile, we're going to start from when the predicate returned here is false. So if you actually see skipWhile, we're going to say, hey, while it's a number, it's okay. And so the first one here is a number, so it skips it, and then starting here it's false, so return everything after that. So this is everything after that, and it's false. SkipUntil, we're going to say same thing. It skips starting from where the predicate first returns true, so the opposite of skipWhile. And since it's a number right away, we are already done. If I had said bang number dot is integer, then it would have skipped the first one. Take is very similar to the skips, except for you're going to be grabbing the certain number of those and returning a new iterable. So if we're going to take 3, you'll see this is the new sequence of just those 3. So rather than skipping those 3, or skipping a certain quantity and returning the rest of it, we're grabbing only that quantity. So these are kind of the inverted format of skips. So takeLast is going to take the last quantity, so we'll just grab the last 3. And takeWhile and takeUntil, similar to skipWhile and skipUntil, where the predicate returns true or predicate returns false, respectively. And we're going to say we're going to grab those. So this will grab it while it's a number. This will grab it while it's a number, or until it's a number. And since it's until it's a number, it's the first one. This one's going to return false. And this one will return the first one, which is a number, and then afterward is false. So, and of course, you know, within these predicates, you can throw in there any kind of logic you'd like. So that's it for this episode. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe. Thank you.